everybody, and welcome to Chandler, Arizona. Masked up today because I should be. And look at this car behind me, or van rather. This is a brand new Odyssey Elite that I'm going to be driving for the next 7 days. That's my friend Scott right there. Just came in from Palm Springs to pick up his car, which is a 92 NSX, a lot like mine, that had some maintenance done. So we're going from one super hot rod to the next. And Scott's an Odyssey owner, so he'll appreciate this, but yeah, I'll let you know what I think about it. Okay, just got Scott dropped off. I'm gonna head back to the house, but this van is plush. It's too bad I don't have 6 friends that I could pick up. Maybe some other time. Just got some Taco Bell takeout, and it's time to start appreciating this van for its content. I love already the wireless phone charging, the heated steering wheel, the ability to open and close either side rear door here remotely. That's just getting the tip of the iceberg. This is going to be a fun couple days. So how could I properly evaluate a minivan without doing exactly what every minivan driver is doing 9 days before Christmas? I'm out shopping. I'm going to stop here at Best Buy real quick and look at computer monitors for a home office upgrade, since I'm telecommuting since March and probably for the foreseeable future. So here I am, parked next to the Geek Squad. My van's a little bit better looking than theirs, especially because I'm rocking the Elite trim. I'll share a little bit of details about what all that includes shortly. The 5th gen Odyssey has been around since 2018, but with some enhancements along the way. And it is a nice looking ride, I do say. Looks like I got what I needed at the store. Let's load her back up. Remote power operated, both doors, power sliding. Captain's chairs on the 2nd row. I could get used to this. Laptop monitor for me. The storage solutions in this thing are just endless. There's multiple pockets here in the driver's door panel. And then over here, obviously, we have the twin cup holders. This is controlled for the rear mounted DVD system, Blu-ray. And here is a massively deep center console. It might only be 65 degrees today, but we are in Arizona, and that calls for ventilated seats. At this point, I'm only a few hours into having this Odyssey in my possession. I can tell you right off the bat, I sort of fell in love with it. Even though I'm not a family man myself, I can appreciate the comforts and conveniences that are offered here. It's a 10-speed automatic, which is huge. It has all sorts of connectivity for the entire family. It also has 280 horsepower, which puts it technically 10 additional horsepower above and beyond even what my NSX has. Granted, they're a completely different era, completely different power to weight ratio, but it just shows you how far technology has evolved. And this is a pretty sweet minivan. I'm just sampling the Odyssey real quick here at nighttime, and I had to comment because I love this under dash ambient lighting. There's just a strip that runs between the upper and lower dash that's really kind of cool. You can also barely see here, but there's some faint accent lighting inside the door handle and the compartment in the door. Very cool. So it's fitting that I have a Honda Odyssey the same week on test that I'm visiting my brother's family here in northern Utah. It's snowing here in Logan, Utah. Look at this Odyssey getting used for what it's built for. Hey guys, how do you like the minivan life?
Good job.
That has been a really good van for them. It's got 150,000 miles on it and still runs like a champ. everybody, let's get up close and personal with the 2021 Odyssey. Now, unfortunately, this is a 7-day press vehicle loan, but I was gone to Salt Lake City for 4 of them, so I'm really only getting to drive this thing a couple hundred miles. Still though, that's enough time for me to tell that I am actually pretty sold on it. If I had a family that I needed to scoot around with, or even a business or some sort of need to have some cargo carrying capability, this is a really versatile vehicle for that purpose. And Carl Pulley, who works with Honda Public Relations, presented this van to us probably 6 weeks or so ago. And he pointed out that it is the #1 minivan in America in terms of sales for 10 years running. It's easy to tell why. It's just a really nicely packaged vehicle. It also currently comprises 40% of retail minivan sales in 2020. So it's easy to tell that the Odyssey is pretty much a home run for Honda. They've really got it nailed down in terms of execution. What I want to introduce you to a little bit right now is just a little bit of the tech content internally. This one obviously is the Elite model, which puts it at the high end of the food chain. This minivan stickers, I have it right in front of me, $49,335, so about 50 grand, but the Odyssey does start at 31.7, so a pretty wide range. Essentially you can find an Odyssey anywhere in the low 30s to upper 40s price range. Let's see if we can figure this thing out. I know my young nieces and nephews probably could before I will, but so I've got the key in the on, or the ignition in the on position. Here's my disc reader. Okay, what is that doing? Gonna send it to the rear entertainment system. So let's hop back there, see if we can figure out how to get this thing playing. Easy entry into the back here. Okay, so check this out. You gotta be kidding me, it's already playing. Where's my volume? Okay, they left me a remote right here. I hope some of you appreciate the disc I've selected for this. If any of you are around my age or probably a bit younger, you are familiar with Melissa Joan Hart playing Clarissa Darling in this old Nickelodeon series. So pretty slick setup here. The van comes with headphones in the back of each front seat that have individual power buttons and volume. So you adjust the volume with this little spinny wheel here on the outside edge. Super easy to customize for every occupant to have their own sound level. And then it's kind of just seamless because the person up front can continue. Clearly that one's playing an XM preview right now. So I guess there was some bias in the speaker settings to where probably it's sending most of the noise at this point from the radio or XM to the front of the cabin. So I failed to mention, of course, these seats are amazing. They do fold flat, completely flat on the second row, and very innovative for its time. There's a ton of connectivity down here. I don't know if it's a little bit too dark to see, but we've got some USB ports and HDMI port there. And yeah, let's kick this thing off and see what Clarissa has to say for us. All too soon, the Odyssey is going to head back to some other journalist here in the Phoenix area, but I did want to just do a quick walk around and some observations after driving it for a few days, and really, honestly, loving this thing. Hey, there you can see my shadow. It's just a great family hauler, it really is. And some of my favorite things about it were, obviously, I think I've mentioned several times, the technology that's packed into this thing is just, they've really thought of everything in terms of ports and the rear entertainment system and climate control options back in the rear, and just everything that's going on in there from a technology perspective. I also just find the Odyssey to be a really nice balance of surprisingly fun to drive chassis, combined with all the usability and you know, necessity of room that comes with the minivan, it's surprisingly fun to drive. And with the 10-speed transmission and all the creature comforts of a luxury car, we've got obviously the sunroof that's going on, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, just all this stuff that you typically wouldn't think of in a minivan. So it really, it's kind of a nice package that way. So nicely done, Honda. Excited to see some families pick this thing up and enjoy it. You're not gonna believe what just pulled up next to me at the airport. So I'm picking up a friend at the airport right now who's dropping off a rental car, and I'm sitting here in the waiting lot, and this guy pulls up in a white Odyssey, and of course we struck up a convo. He's tricked this thing out. It's actually a lower trim grade, but he's added some of the features that you can see set it off here, like clear corner lights up front and stuff like that. We kind of just had a little parking lot chat here. But Odyssey people definitely are passionate about their vehicles, and for good reason.